All right, so histogram is created here. Now, before we continue, let's go back and then delete the one that we started with so that, we don't have to keep both. We are asked to create, if you remember, the histogram in the summary area or the summary sheet. So that is done. Here we are. And then we are asked particularly to note the minimum and the maximum values on the horizontal axis. Let's look at that briefly. If you come here, say create a histogram of the year column and then note the minimum and maximum values on the horizontal axis. So just take note of it. You will notice that it is starting from the year 2000 and it is all the way to the year 2500. So that's, we are asked to note it. So let's just note it and then we go on. Now let's go back to the slides and see what instructions we have next. All right, so we are here to calculate the annual rate of change. Let's go into it now. When you read, just read this place carefully and you will understand that all we are asked to do here is to find the annual rate of change per this formula, and it has been broken down here for us. And then the formula itself is here for our consumption and for our usage. Now, so don't let this whole thing be so difficult trying to understand the way the formula have been set out here and there and so on. Just take your time and go through the instructions. So here we are asked to, looking at this formula, it says where X represents the different areas, that is annual rate of change N, as if it is national, we calculate using the watt base N. Now, if it is annual rate of change rural, we calculate using watt base R. And if it is annual rate of change for urban, we calculate using watt base U. So remember, our watt base X values are already in percentages. So we know that per our first project or project 1, part 1, we notice that these values are already in percentages. Now let's go to the next. Let's not do anything here. Just go to the next, then you understand it better. So it says create annual rate of change per country. That is, only calculate the annual rate of change between 2 years of the same country name. Create 3 new columns, namely annual rate of change national or national annual rate of change rural and urban. So let's go quickly and do that, and then we'll follow it bit by bit. This is how simple it is if you follow it with instructions. So I'll go to where I have my data. Like I've said already, I like to work closer to this area instead of going all the way to the end. That is my choice. If you feel comfortable going to the other side, you can do same. So I will have my annual rate of change after the national and then the urban populations. So I will select these 3 columns and then insert 3 columns to my left, and then I will have here ARC underscore N, then I have ARC underscore R, and then I have ARC underscore U. Finish. These are my 3 columns created for me. Let's delve into the calculation.